What's up, guys? We are back and I'm looking at some more MLB plays in today's video. Yesterday's video fell short, but we cashed out yesterday in the DubClub. Let me tell you guys, we cashed 4 different four-mans in yesterday's DubClub. I mean, we absolutely killed it. All the members extremely excited here. You can see all the different winners that they've been posting from the ones they copied from me. So it's pretty unfortunate we fell short in yesterday's free plays videos because the DubClub did so well, but it did not translate to yesterday's free plays. So looking to bounce back with the free plays today, while keep cashing with the DubClub tonight. Before we get to the free plays though, if you've not already leaving a like on this video here, make sure that you do so, because if we get to 175 likes, I'll drop a third play in tomorrow's video for you guys. And while you're down there leaving a like, you may as well subscribe to the channel also with those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped to get removed. And if you have not yet joined the DubClub, go ahead and do so, because there is a limited time offer for 50% off of your first month. I don't offer 50% off too often. It is limited spots available, so once they're gone, they're gone. You see all the different reviews that we've gotten here. You can see, like I showed off earlier, the guys extremely excited about the winners from yesterday, as you can see here. So again, there's 50% off listed in my description right now. If you just click on that link, it'll pull up. It just pops up with this banner that you can see right now on my screen. But it's 50% off your first month. You can actually get 60% off of the next 3 months if you want to commit longer term than just the next month. But when you join the DubClub, the first thing I recommend you do is connect your Discord to DubClub. That way you get access to all my different premium channels where my 6-mans are posted and my 4-mans and all that. You also get my bankroll builder slips, underdog streaks, community chat to talk to me and other members, as well as my contributors plays as well. Asmi's posts golf plays. We have golf Thursday through Sunday this week. We also have Emo posting his plays. You also have Elo with soccer, third one with tennis, Nerdler with esports, and then Astronaut Doe here, who posts pretty much everything, whether that's MLB, tennis, or golf. These guys all do amazing work and everybody loves their plays. So again, you get all of my plays here for the MLB and the WNBA, especially this 4-man, 6-man tab, whatever you guys want to call right here, the correlation tab. This is where we have been able to cash out. We cashed 4-mans yesterday, man. These were about 6.5x each, except for that Cubs one, which is actually, I think, like 9.5x if you look at it. So yeah, this Cubs one should be about 9.5x right there. You can see it was only 55 there. The other ones were 80 and still cash out for over 500. So about $2,000 in W's yesterday over in the DubClub, man. So we crushed it. Looking to stay crushing it today. Come join us right now. Looking to cash on a short MLB slate tonight. 50% off is in my description. And now with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure to play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe if you have not already. And let's get to these plays. The first play like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category, but I have an alternative for you if you are not on PrizePicks. I like Jordan Westburg over 5.5 hitter fantasy score today against the Cleveland Guardians. If you are not on PrizePicks, what I like instead is the over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs if you have another app, or also is half a run. I think both spots are pretty good. I also don't even mind the single also on the over. There's a lot of overs that I like here for Westburg today, so which is why I like the 5.5 fantasy score just better compared to just picking a specific stat. But Westburg has covered his fantasy score in about 44% of games this year. His hit runs and RBIs he's covered in about 46%. And now he gets to face a lefty in Logan Allen. He's covered his hit runs and RBIs in 41% against lefties this year, but you can see he's had a hit in a lot of these games here against a lefty, but just hasn't really gone over in terms of hit runs and RBIs, mainly due to his team not putting him into some run and RBI opportunities. But now the Orioles are in a pretty good spot on the road in Cleveland today. In the past, Westburg actually has a 500 batting average and a 600 on-base percentage in 5 plate appearances against Logan Allen, which includes two hits as well as an RBI. His batting average is slightly worse against lefties, but he really has been pretty damn good against lefties this year. While Logan Allen is slightly better in terms of ERA against righties, but is allowing a slightly higher batting average allowed. It's the same number, but it's just very, very slightly higher, really. And Logan Allen mainly throws the fastball, the slider, and a little bit of the changeup. While Westburg has a 331 on-base average this year. Against the fastball, it drops down to 269. Really not worried about that, though, because the slider goes all the way up to a 529. It's kind of funny because it's usually the opposite for most hitters. Usually hitters struggle against the slider, but are really good against the fastball. Not Westburg. And with him throwing the slider about 25% of the time, I think that he's in a pretty good spot here. Hopefully get a hold of a pitch and just be able to cover the fantasy score for us in the spot. This year, though, in wins, he's actually been pretty damn good, going over in 59% of games there, including a lot more of the games as of late. Keep in mind, a lot of these games are against righties, too, which I like him better against lefties than I really do against righties, regardless of the hit rate. You also have him being on the road today, though, where he's covered in 55% of wins on the road, including 3 straight games, as you can see there. He's only had 6 games since April where he has had a win again and being on the road, and that is, in that span, he's covered in 4 of his last 6, as you can see there. So overall, I think Westburg is in a very good spot to cover his fantasy score today. I just overall like the matchup a lot to get for him against the lefty here. He's like a minus 160 over hits, runs, and RBIs, giving us some really nice value for the fantasy score at 5.5, in my opinion. I love the history for him against Logan Allen. He's been able to kill him in the past. There's that slider a lot, which is what I'm looking for when taking a guy like Westburg. So give me the over for his fantasy score at 5.5 tonight. Before we get to my next pick, if you're not yet on Sleeper, again, this is one of my favorite apps out there. And if you have not already signed up, it's available in most states, 18 years and older. Use promo code DOMG. That will get you a first-time deposit match up to $100 and a free square when you sign up. Currently on the board for me, I have 2 boosts right now for Cal Riley to have a home run, as well as Sophie Cunningham over her points. I also have a 35% profit boost that I can use for MLB that I get until I win, a $10 protected pick, a 25% profit boost, and a $5 protected pick in the MMA tonight. You can also get a better payout than an app like PrizePicks, for example, depending on the play that you actually like today. For example, if you like Mason Wynn and Maldonado's over today, pays out a 3.67x over on Sleeper compared to maybe a 3x on PrizePicks. Maybe you like Win on the under, pays out a 3.53x, for example, right there. It's a really cool app that you can get for yourself in my description. Be sure to use promo code DOMG when you sign up for Sleeper. Again, link is in my description. All right, now getting to my next play here. This time we're going to head over to the fantasy score category yet again. And this time we're going to go with Zach Neto over 6.5 hitter fantasy score tonight. If you're on another app out there, I like his over half a run or his over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, depending on the app that you are on. I think both spots are pretty good for him today. But Neto here, I think, is in a good spot for a couple of reasons. Just like Westburg, he's actually pretty damn favored over his hits, runs, and RBIs today at 1.5, like a minus 150, minus 155. And he's been over his hits, runs, and RBIs, about 59%. Fantasy score, though, is covered in about 58%, so not too far of a difference there. But the Angels are going to be favored in this game at home in a very nice matchup now against Logan Evans and the Mariners. In wins this year, Zach Neto has been over in 79% of games. He's been a monster in any game that they win this year. Wins at home, even better, 81% of games he is covered in. Especially just in his last 22, he's been able to cover in 55% of games. But let's talk about the matchup a little bit here, though, against Logan Evans. He's been facing a righty today who he has a much better batting average against. His average goes from a 273 to a 292 against opposing right-handed pitchers. A little bit unique because most righties are better against lefties. Most lefties are better against righties, just the opposite handiness. But not Neto. He's much, much better against righties. Logan Evans, though, is a little bit better himself against righties with a 3.45 ERA and a 2.55 batting average allowed. That's mostly expected because, again, same handinesses. It's more of an advantage for a pitcher typically. But Neto has a 342 on-base average. Faces mainly the cutter, the slider, and the sinker. A lot of pitches today, actually, but mainly those 3. The cutter, he has a 384 on-base average against. The slider is a 271, and the sinker is a 395. So he has a very, very good on-base average against the cutter and the sinker, 2 of his top 3 pitches. So I feel fairly comfortable with Neto today, especially if the Angels are able to pull out that win like I'm kind of expecting. If you look at the projected lineup today, he's expected to lead off like he has been doing for most of the year. It's a 9-run over-under, and the Angels are about a minus 142 favorite. So a lot of things are just kind of lining up here, in my opinion, for Zach Neto tonight. He's going to be my favorite of the 2 between him and Westburg. Westburg is going to be the early play today, by the way. That one starts about 1:10 today Eastern time, while Neto is going to be the late game today. So hopefully Westburg gives us a sweat-free morning here. We can just kind of wait till the night to kind of sweat this one out here for Zach Neto. So let's give me my 2-man here. It's going to be Jordan Westburg here over 5.5 fantasy score with Neto over 6.5 fantasy score. Those are 2 hitters that I like for today's MLB slate. And again, you can also take their 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs or their over half a run over if you are not on PrizePicks. But that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. If you have not yet joined the DubClub, be sure to do so with the link in my description to get in for 50% off of your first month or 60% off the next 3 months. Like I said, man, we killed it yesterday. We cashed so many plays here. This guy in my chat actually literally just said that I'm good at the DFS stuff. If you're not in the DubClub right now, it's time to get in. Listen to him. He literally just put that in the chat, actually. But like I said, we cashed out 4 different 4-mans yesterday for over $2,000 right there. Insane day. Looking to run it right back with today's MLB slate. But thank you for watching. Let's do it for the next video. Best of luck. If you want to make over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.